Hello, gentlemen. Today I'm going to break down one of the most disgusting things ever added to any football game ever, and that is the Platinum 360 spin. This is something that's caught a lot of fire in our community over the past few days, and I'll show you how to do it. But first, I want to mention my 3-4 odd defensive scheme is live on acemadden.com. If you guys are struggling on defense, this is going to make your life so much easier. You're going to get a lot of sacks, you're going to get a lot of picks, and you're going to win more games with this defense. It's only 2 steps to set up this blitz. It's a 5-man blitz, and it's going to come in a large majority of the time. It loops in, and then we sometimes just like randomly A-gap. So this is a filthy blitz, and it's available in 42 different playbooks. So if the team you use has any of these playbooks that I'm going to put on screen, that means this blitz is going to work in your playbook, and you should definitely add this scheme into your arsenal. So acemadden.com for the 3-4 odd defensive scheme. Use code SCREAM for 25% off. Okay, so the playbook that we're in is going to be the Oregon playbook, but hear me out. We do not have to be in the Oregon playbook. You can use this with really any playbook. I will go to the Ohio State playbook after to show you some really good run plays that you can kind of abuse this with. But for now, we're going to show you the way that a lot of people are using this. So Wildcat is the formation that a lot of people are using to kind of really abuse this. And I'd say the main one is going to be Jumbo Z weak and Blast. Blast is going to be the play that a lot of people use. And what I'm going to do is show you my hands so you guys can see how you're supposed to do this spin move. So let's go ahead and have a look. We're going to snap the ball. As soon as we do that, we're going to hold RT, and then we're going to hold the left stick to the left and steer it like that while holding B or circle. So we'll do it again. What we're going to do is hold RT. We're going to point up, and then whenever it's time to spin, we're going to rotate it to the direction that we want to go. So let's do it again. Just like that. So I kind of mess it up at first, but you see kind of how he gets this really fast spin move. He gets kind of a boost coming out of the cut, but you can kind of just bounce it to any edge with it. And it's just ridiculous. Like Judkins is only 89 speed, and you can kind of spam it too. So let's go ahead and get a better look. Well, right there, that was just a good run shoot. But yeah, clearly I'm not the best at using this. I don't even run this. I'm just trying to teach you guys so you guys can use it if you want to. I'll run this a couple more times, and then we'll go to a couple other plays, and then we'll go to the Ohio State playbook just to show you some runs you can use in head-to-head if you're going to use Ohio State. So let's go ahead and run it a couple more times. Bounce it to the edge. You could chain these together too. And it's kind of fun. Like, it is fun. It is going to get patched. If you're worrying about that, saying that, oh, this ruins college football 25, this will get patched. Do not worry. EA is well aware of how broken this is. Now, if you're in the Oregon playbook, you are going to have access to another Wildcat formation, which is unbalanced. And there's a couple good ones you can do it with here. So power is going to be really good. Jet sweep, you're going to give the ball to Trayvon, but, that's still a really good play. So I'll just show you the jet sweep very quickly because it doesn't really have to do with the theme of the video. But this jet sweep is pretty insane. So definitely combine this with the 360 spin. But if we go to the power, it kind of works in tandem with that jet sweep because we have that same motion, but then we keep it with Judkins, and then we can put him in the spin zone. Just like this. And, it's really hard to chain them together, to be honest with you, at least with my old fingers. I'm 30, so arthritis is setting in. And the only thing that's going to really stop this is like penetration in the backfield. If you get in the open field with this, just say goodnight. You're not going to stop this. Now, before I move on to another playbook, which again, we're going to go to the Ohio State playbook so I can show you some run plays where you can just kind of use this in head-to-head with Ohio State. But I just want to recap what I've taught you so far and maybe explain it a little bit better. And the recipe is basically hold RT. You're going to be holding RT the entire time. I didn't really say that, and that's pretty important. You do not take your finger off of RT at any point. But the main thing is that you want to make sure that your left stick kind of rotates. Make sure it rotates. That's what's going to kind of make this work the way it's supposed to work. Okay, so I'm now in the Ohio State playbook, and we're going to talk about, some run plays that you can use or what you want to keep in mind when you pick a run play. But again, you can do this out of any playbook. because you can just do this out of any run that you give it to Judkins. Obviously, Wildcat's going to be best for this because of the way the blocking is and how it basically works. But you can do it out of like outside runs in general. So like wide zone out of this formation. We'll find the side that's better to run to. I think it's going to be to the left. I'm going to use my right stick, point it to the left. That's going to flip my run. And try to get out into the open field because that's, of course, when the magic happens. Do it again, flip left. Didn't quite fake him out there, but that's kind of the idea. Notice how I squared him up and then try to fake him out. Like the computer defender is going to get faked out a lot. User defenders too. But I mean, we actually get the fake out animation. But yeah, that's kind of the gist with like the outside runs. Another good one would be like the other single back set with bunch tight end. You do have a stretch RPO. The thing I don't like about this one, a stretch alert bubble, by the way, is the play call. You can't flip it because it's a bubble to the bunch side. So you do have to run it to that tight end side, which I don't love that, but it's still a good run. Fake them out, get your touchdown. Now let's talk about doing it out of shotgun runs like inside zone because every playbook has a million of these. And you can just kind of find one that you like and you can just hit different gaps with the spin. So let's go ahead and call it. And you can use the inside zone like normal, hit the gap you're supposed to, or you can just kind of cut it back if you don't get shedded. So cut it back like this, hit a different gap just like that. And it's just really dumb. The fact that you're able to cut it back like this, you're supposed to hit what, the A gap, the right side A gap, and you cut it back all the way to like the left side B gap. It's pretty ridiculous. So one formation that I want to check to see if it's good is split T, because if we get Judkins into space out of this, it could be good because it's a symmetrical set. We can flip our formation without there being any kind of tell. But the only play I saw that really gets to the outside well would probably be the fullback toss. So what we're going to do is sub out this tight end in the backfield. We'll actually sub out Judkins first, put in the backup running back, and then we'll put in Judkins behind the quarterback. And now let's run fullback toss. Okay, so this is what the play art looks like. We're going to try to hit the edge. It's like right there, it actually wasn't that great because the toss is a little shallow, to be honest. We still got a touchdown because that's how ridiculous the spin is. But it's not like, you can't get too crazy with it, I don't think. Do it again. See how that pursuit was ruined by the spin? That's one of the great things about this spin. Or one of the broken things. Right there, that was actually pretty good. That was a good one. And then, of course, if you want to run it to the other side, just use your right stick. We're going to point it to the left in this case. And that's going to give us the toss to the left. Anyways, that's how you do the 360 spin with Judkins. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. And then if you guys want to get better on defense, go check out the 3-4 audits on acemadden.com. You guys will 100% get more sacks. It's extremely easy. It's only 2 steps to set up the blitz. Even my grandma can set up this blitz. It's insanely easy. Just use code SCREAM for 25% off. And I'll see you guys in the next one.